What's up, guys? Just riding home on my baby Grom right here. I really had just a day, you know. It's been one of those days. I really wanted to just leave work and then just go for a nice cruise, but the day was going in this direction, and so I could only I could kind of tell it was gonna be crappy on my way home, so I wasn't gonna get to ride. But I'm gonna ride anyways. I don't care. But I got my new bike, and I'm hoping I can get a good video going on that soon. It's a real fun bike. I'm liking how there's been a lot of people getting Groms lately and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. This is really a bike that I tell people about, and they're like, no, it can't be that fun. And then when they get on it and they try it, they're like, I want one of these. Because they're just awesome. Like, you can go full throttle just around town. And yeah, you're going to crave that speed. I mean, who wouldn't, you know? I was looking at some new tires today. I don't know when I'm gonna get them, but I think I'm gonna get them soon. For the Grom, for baby Grom. She needs some new tires. I still got these rubbers on it, and they are just not great on anything. Honestly, to be fair, you know, they're stock and whatnot, but when it's dry out, and humidity is pretty bad in Dallas. You know, it's not as bad as like in Houston, but the humidity is still pretty bad. And with that humidity in the air, it still is kind of muggy out and whatnot, but it's really good on the tires. Like, I have never had an issue of sliding, and I lean pretty decently. I don't lean crazy, no like GP style or anything like that, but you know, I still, oh my gosh, this rain is just gonna get worse on my way home. This is not great. This rain sucks. But I got my audio back, so I can at least listen to music while... Dang, I haven't even seen that kind of cop car around here. Usually they all have Suburbans, or Yukons, whatever it is, the SUVs. But yeah, at least I can do listen to music, and my head's dry. Rest of my body, not so much. Yeah, it started sprinkling like as soon as I walked out the door. I was like, what a great end to a horrible day. But recently I did a one tooth down in the front, and I added a new chain. It's red, it's pretty. I'll have to look at it after I get off the bike. But it still has that, I don't know what it is. It's like grease or something. I don't know, I don't really know what it is. It's whatever the chains always have on them, apparently. The lube or whatever the heck it is. But, yeah, I mean, that's still on it, so I guess I need to, like, wash it? I don't know. Oh shit, I really need to move that board. That thing has been there for a while. And one day I'm gonna remember it's there. I'm gonna just go park and move that son of a bitch. when there's nobody behind me. Maybe I will come one night or something like that and remove it. But anyways, guys, you know, I got my new bike. It was kind of a process. I finally got rid of the CBR 600. That thing was just, it was a nightmare. I literally have been trying to fix that thing since I bought it from Craigslist. And you know, I'm not against Craigslist at all for most people. Like, if you can afford it and you want to take that, you want to roll those bones, dude, by all means, do it. That's on you, okay? In my experience, though, I have been messed over so much by Craigslist, especially just recently with that bike. And it was one of my first bikes, you know. My first street bikes that I bought myself. And you know, everybody always, you know, kept telling me, oh, you should buy used as your first bike, blah 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 blah. You know, just buy used. That's the way to go. That's the way bikes and things, that's how you do it. But I'll tell you, I will take new over used any day. Yeah, you pay about double. You have a factory warranty, though. You know that it's put together at least by somewhat competent people. And it hopefully hasn't been dropped. When you get it off of Craigslist, I would say 9 out of 10 times, whether it says so or not, that thing's been dropped. And now, when I sold it, I lost a lot of money on it. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I just wanted to get rid of it. I was tired of working on it. I got zero use out of it, essentially. And I was just tired of fixing it. And so, you know, I probably put, including purchasing the bike and everything like that, I probably dropped about $6,000 on it, which was my limit. Once I hit $6,000, I wasn't gonna put any more into it. And that was, you know, that was with everything, you know, the new exhaust, fender limit, everything, you know. Even fixing the parts that obviously were broken on it. You know, I was working on doing that. And it just got to the point to where I was gonna have to just rebuild it from the base. And you know, it just wasn't worth it to me. So I put it on Craigslist. I put it up there for $2,500, and I got a bunch of bites for it. You know, it was inspected when it was working, so it had, you know, a clean title. It was recently inspected, so it didn't need registration or anything like that. Like, and all the stuff I put into it. Like, if you were to break that bike apart and sell it for parts, you would make your money back, essentially, with $2,500. I talked with a few people. After getting stood up about 3 times in one day, I was not having that crap anymore. And so I started talking to one guy who, you know, he gave me, you know, obviously they were going to lowball me. I knew it was going to happen. Ended up selling it. I talked to the guy. His wife recently had a 300. I don't know what brand or anything like that. But she had a 300 and they sold it because she wanted to move up. And I told the guy, I said, look, man, like, I want to sell this bike, but I would not feel comfortable. Like, I want to be very honest with you, and I told him I would not be comfortable with you selling, or with you letting, you know, giving it to your wife, because there was stuff that needed to be done. I always try to shift up when I'm going over 50 and shit. And I was like, it's going to take some work before, and he's like, oh, yeah, well, and you know, I ended up talking back and forth, and we ended up meeting. He wanted to see the bike, so, and I already had it that day because I got stood up so many damn times that same day. You know, this is all within a 24-hour period, so it wasn't like I was trying to get rid of this bike. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I was trying to get rid of this bike, but I wanted to be very honest with people because I don't want people to get screwed over. I'm a very straightforward business person. In the business that I do, I don't like to piss people off. Like, there's no reason to do business like that. And so met with the guy. He actually came out. He actually wanted me to go to his house, and I told him, I was like, I'm a very paranoid person. I don't like people knowing where I live, so I'll meet you somewhere close by. And he ended up meeting me close by. Met me with a friend of his that was a mechanic, a bike mechanic. And, you know, I told him everything that I found wrong with it, and he found some more stuff that was wrong with it, and I was like, oh, okay, well. And they ended up talking it over, and I ended up selling it for $1,500. I even drove it to their house. Like, after they gave me the money, they signed the title and everything like that. I sold it in the trailer. They were driving a Honda Civic of some sort. And I guess he wanted to ride it home. I don't know what that was about, but I was like, man, I'll just drive it to your place, and then you can take it. You know, and I followed him all the way to his house and dropped it off for him, and, you know, and he ended up telling me, he's like, hey, you know, thanks for being honest, and I was like, well, good luck with it, and he said, you know, he knows what he's getting into, so I really hope he can turn that bike around and make it a good purchase for him. He got a good, amazing deal for it, so, but like I said, if you're gonna do Craigslist, and you are okay with that risk that you're going to get messed over, then by all means, go ahead, do it. Don't listen to anybody. Do what you want to do, kind of thing. But I can give you my experience that I will never do Craigslist again. I just have had really bad issues with Craigslist, and it's just everybody trying to screw over other people. It's just not a good thing to me. That's not how I do business. And I expect, you know, I know it's like, well, why would you think that way? The world's a horrible place. I know. But I don't know. I always have that hope, you know, that I'm going to meet somebody that likes to do business the correct way, the honest way. Most of the time, that's not the case. But, you know, you learn, forgive and forget. But anyways, enough rambling there. Ended up, you know, paying off the rest of the grom. And the 2 days later, ended up going to get me another bike. It is a Honda. Is a new Honda. Like I said, I'm hoping to get a video out on it soon. It should be pretty good. Oh my god, look at that beautiful sky. It actually turned out pretty nice. Thank you, YouTube. And thank you, whoever watches this video. And until next time.